Texas. The defendant, Samuel Cisneros, committed the offense of criminal mischief in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to life in prison and up to $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1? Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there an agreement?
Yes, there is, Your Honor.
And what is the agreement?
And that agreement is to deny the motion to an adjudication of guilt, continue the individual on as deferred, and to have him repeat the ISB gang unit supervision for, I'm sorry, the unit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And Judge, just to let you know that that criminal mischief was not filed. It is here in Bear County, but I don't believe that the complainant would be following through with that. And that's why we're not TIC in it at this point.
Okay. All right, defense, is that the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Cisneros, are you asking the court to follow that agreement? Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Samuel Cisneros.
All right, you need to speak up.
Samuel Cisneros.
All right, why are you not doing what you need to do on probation out of this court? Do you want to go to prison?
No, ma'am.
All right, because you're looking at life in prison. How old are you?
I'm 7.
You're 27. And this is a aggravated case. So what that means is you'll have to serve half the time before you're eligible for parole, even if they would give you parole, and they probably wouldn't give you parole on the first try. So if I were to sentence you to 20 years or 30 years, you'd have to do half for that. So you do the math. I don't tolerate people who come in and don't do what they're supposed to do on probation. People need to start learning that there are consequences for action. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So what have you been doing with your life other than not doing well on probation? Because this is not the first time you've been here before me.
I've been trying to do what I have to do, but I'm getting MTR almost every time. Like,
Oh, yeah, but here's the thing. You only get an MTR if you're doing what you're not supposed to be doing. So you have an MTR today because of criminal mischief. You had MTRs in the past for violations of 14 and 16. You don't want to act right. At least that's what my grandmother used to say. It's like, you got to act right.
I'm just, can please give me another chance on my probation. I'm just completed. You will not see me.
I mean, that's what you said the last 2 times. I even wrote it. I write everything on the docket sheet. And the last time I saw you, you said the same thing. I don't know what people don't understand. Life really is easy. It really is. You know what's wrong with it though? People make it difficult. If you would follow the rules that are set for you on probation, you would not be here before me. But you won't. And the bad thing about it is I order parenting classes. So that tells me you have children.
Wow.
And how many do you have?
2,
And what are their ages?
9, and 7.
And you're not supporting them financially, obviously, because you've been at the jail. You're not providing a good role model for them because you're on deferred for what you're on deferred for, and you're at the jail picking up new cases. How are your children supposed to learn rules if you're not even following rules? When's the last time you saw your children?
2 weeks ago, before I got arrested.
Mhm.
And they're always with me. I take care of them.
Well, I mean, you're not doing a good job of taking care of them because you have this hanging over your head and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So while you're spending time with your children, you're getting a motion to revoke and looking at doing life in prison. And guess what? If I send you to prison for 10 years, your children will already be grown when you get out. Is that what you want? So what are you planning on doing differently?
What I got to do on probation, take care of my kids, and do what I got to do.
Okay, don't call them kids, call them children. Kids are baby goats.
Yeah, children.
So are your children living with you when you're not in custody? Who do they live with?
I get them every other weekend with them on.
Mhm. And what is with this gang supervision?
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, you know why people are saying game. You got that Louis Vuitton symbol on, and we all know what that means. And by the way, I don't think Louis Vuitton appreciates people using their designs as gang affiliation. You understand? And I don't know why people mark up their body with gang tattoos. When you do that, you know what that's like saying? You might as well write aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, aggravated robbery on your body. And maybe you would do better on probation if you would write that on your body and write, this is the length of time that I'm on probation. So you can look down at that every time you think about doing something you shouldn't be doing. Now, how are you going to support yourself?
I got a job,
Doing what?
construction.
You're going to provide proof of employment, and that construction job, you need to tell them that this court is not going to accept them paying you under the table. You need to have a pay stub to show probation that you're actually working. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to deny the motion, alternate main conditions to include gang supervision, and let gang supervision know probation. Do not come to me with a motion asking to remove his gang supervision. He's going to be on it until he is off of probation. And either you will be off of probation because you've completed it successfully, or either you'll be off of probation because you'll be at the prison. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And there's going to be proof of employment within 30 days of release. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And the defendant is to provide a pay stub for his employment. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Who do you live with?
My older brother,
And how old is he?
29.
Where are your parents?
My mom found herself another husband and moved on.
All right. And where is your father?
In prison,
And where is your grandparents?
in Mexico.
All right. So there's going to be no unsupervised contact with minors. You're going to have to get a chaperone that's approved by probation. And once you presented yourself to me, where you're actually doing what you're supposed to do on probation, then the court will allow you and consider you having unsupervised contact with your children. But the way you're going right now, I can't have you around your children unless there is a competent adult. You understand? All right. And I'm going to want field visits 3 times per month. And probation, if you want those field visits to count as him reporting, he can do that. Is there anything else you need from this court to be successful on his probation? From here on out, there is one thing that needs to be in your brain. Well, many things, but at the forefront, you know what should be there? Anything that you're thinking about doing or not doing, you need to ask yourself, is what I'm about to do or what I'm not doing, could it result in me going to prison for life? Because that's what you're looking at, life in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else you need? All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Is there an agreement?
Sure. Yes, Your Honor. The agreement is for the court to deny the motion to continue Ms. Clark on community supervision with the added conditions of the mentally impaired caseload placement, with the added condition of money management class, and with the added condition of the theft program level 2. For both of those classes, Your Honor, we're asking the court to order those to be completed within 60 days. And as a part of this agreement, we're asking the court to take into consideration CM number 105351.
All right. Is that the agreement?
Yes.
Ms. Clark, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Clark, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right. You can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Jeremy Clark.
All right. So, Ms. Clark, I'm going to ask you some questions. And the reason why I'm asking you these questions is not to embarrass you, but it's to figure out what's going on in your life and what we can do to make sure that you complete everything successfully. So I'm being told that they want a mental health evaluation. What's going on?
I was in a 7-year abuse relationship, and it didn't end good at all. I almost died twice.
I'm sorry, what?
I almost died twice,
Okay.
so I have a little emotional problem.
All
And
right.
then I'm not from here. I have no family here except my daughters, but they're always working, and I have 5 grandkids. So I'm trying to change my life so I can get involved with them.
Okay. And where are you from?
North Carolina.
And Judge, there was already an evaluation done and they recommended the limit caseload.
All right. Awesome. So are there any drug issues?
No,
And are you employed?
I am now.
All right. What do you do?
UTSA catering.
Oh, okay. What are you catering at UTSA?
All the events with this.
I
whole
teach at
weekend-
UTSA. Maybe I need to stop by and
Yeah.
do you
wherever
have any
it's
healthy
event.
food there?
Yes. Good. Where do you teach? I can take you stuff. Because I always try to get rid of it. I don't want to throw it away.
Oh, well, I can't let
So I
you take
go
me
with the
anything.
kids, going down the hallway, trying to get rid with the kids.
Oh, wow. That is awesome that you do that. Because,
Don't throw it away.
people don't realize college students are so poor.
But they're hungry.
I heard you had Oreo cake.
Okay.
We have the best brownies, that's for sure.
All right. So the item that you pled true to, of course, is the money.
Mhm.
So we need to get you sort of on a payment plan for that.
Right.
So with regards to the monies, how much are you able to pay per month?
Well, I just started working,
Mhm.
but this week I put in 50 hours.
Okay.
So I want to try to give a couple hundred. I'm not gonna promise that though.
Well, here's the thing. I don't want you to make promises you can't
That's what I
keep.
said, I'm not promising.
So based upon your salary, how much money can you pay per week?
Well-
I'm sorry, per month.
Okay, catering, you could get, like this week I did 50 hours. This week I could do 25. But I do make 17.75 an hour. So I'm gonna say anywhere from 30 to 50 hours I will work. So
All right. So are you able to do at least 100 per month?
yes.
All right. So probation, we're going to start off with 100 per month.
Okay,
And we'll start that with next month, March.
okay. Listen, I haven't got a first paycheck yet.
All right, because you need to start paying that off. And then even though you didn't plead true to the number 1, you got to stop, okay? So there can be no more picking up new charges. That's not a good thing. And I understand there may be, here's the thing. I understand there are probably issues with that one. That's why you didn't proceed on it. But I just want to put you on notice.
I honestly,
That-
God, I did not do that one.
Okay.
I know, but I didn't do that one.
I just want to put you on notice that in this court, you can't pick up new cases. And if there's an issue, then you need to speak with probation. In this court, communication is key. When people are on probation, I want them to be successful. Okay.
Okay, what if you get a charge, but you are really innocent?
That ever happens, which is not thought.
Okay. So we're going to get a UA from you today. So what are the results of the UA going to be?
Drugs or alcohol.
No,
Okay. So we're going to do a UA today, and your UA appointments, you cannot miss those.
right,
All right.
but am I going to the one I go with probation?
Oh, no, you're going to do one right here in court today. So I'm going to deny the motion, alter and amend conditions for MIG placement. I don't know if money management is an issue. I'll put money management on there. It seemed like the issue was she didn't have employment,
Right,
but I'll put money management class. Theft course. Level 2. I don't know what they teach at the theft course. I'm assuming they teach not to steal.
right,
And here's the thing, don't take what doesn't belong to you. If somebody invites you to the house and they ask you to leave, leave.
right.
If you go to a party and you're a +1, but +1s are not invited, don't go.
Right.
That's my theft course. Taking consideration CM 10535. Was she given any community service?
No, that's it.
And I'm sorry, Judge, it's CM number 105351.
Oh, 105, what?
351.
351. Thank you. All right. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Restitution to be paid at the rate of $100 per month, beginning March 1st. Do you babysit your grandchildren?
No, they're all growing up. They're in college. Three of them's in college, and the baby is in turn 15 actually today.
All right, I'm gonna want field visits 1 time per month. Regular reporting in person or by Zoom. And regular UAs. Probation, is there anything else? All right. With that, we'll close. Make sure that you stay in communication with probation, you understand?
Yes.
And they're gonna get a UA today and let me know what the results are.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Manfred?
Yes.